Greetings to everyone out there and welcome back to Around the Clock. Alright everybody, we do have some unfortunate news to report here because if these liberation tariffs go into effect on April 9th, yes, the Switch 2 console could cost at upwards of $600 here in the United States. Now, for those of you who don't know, Nintendo officially announced last week that the pre-orders of this brand new console have been delayed. The original date was April 9th, but because of these tariffs, they have been pushed back. Here's the official statement made to GameSpot. Pre-orders of the Nintendo Switch 2 in the United States will not start on April 9th, 2025 in order to assess the potential impact of tariffs and evolving market conditions. Nintendo will update timing at a later date. The launch date of June 5th, 2025 is unchanged. So yes, everything depends on what happens on April 9th, 2025, which is literally 2 days from now as I'm recording this video. On April 9th, as you can see from this chart here, the higher tariffs for the worst offenders as they claim, like China, Vietnam, Taiwan, Japan, and the EU, will go into effect, and this does affect Nintendo products. Now, I had to say all of this to prepare you for this brand new information found on nintendosoup.com. As you can see here in this brand new article posted, Nintendo Switch 2 could cost up to $599.99 in the United States after Liberation Day tariffs. And it says here, on April 4th, Nintendo of America told American retailers that pre-orders for the Nintendo Switch 2, along with its physical games and accessories, had been postponed to a later date in order to assess the impact of Liberation Day tariffs announced on April 2nd. While the baseline 10% tariff rate is now in effect for all countries, some countries will be hit by additional tariffs on April 9th. It is important to note that these tariffs affect all imports regardless of product and are paid by the entity that imports them. Now moving on, and this is the most important part of this article, so please pay attention. At the moment, Nintendo is manufacturing Nintendo Switch 2 systems in China and Vietnam, with Vietnam handling all consoles destined for the US market. Nintendo Switch 2 accessories, on the other hand, come from 3 different sources: China, Vietnam, and Cambodia. Game cards are manufactured in Japan, and games for the US market are shipped to North America for final assembly. While Malaysia and Cambodia have been used for production of some Nintendo Switch systems during the C-19 public health emergency, it seems that Nintendo isn't using these countries to produce Nintendo Switch 2 systems at this time. Based on these numbers, here's how much the Switch 2 will be priced at if Nintendo exports from the 4 countries after the tariffs. Now, if they export from China, the Switch 2 could cost $599.99 here in the United States. If they go with Vietnam, the price would be $569.99. From Cambodia, $579.99. And finally, in Malaysia, $489.99. Assuming Nintendo continues to rely on Vietnam, the SRP would have to be adjusted to $569.99, while Malaysia offers the smallest increase at $489.99. Nintendo would need months to set up production lines and scale up production in the country. It is unclear how feasible this is, considering that Malaysia wasn't producing as much Switch consoles as the other countries. As a result, relying on Malaysia is bound to make the Switch 2 even harder to find in the United States in the short term. So there you all have it. And yeah, for those of you thinking that they could just go with Malaysia because it has the smallest increase at $489.99, it doesn't just work like that. It will take time, possibly months at the most, possibly 9 months as I'm assuming. And hey, like it says in the article, it's going to be hard to find in the United States if they go that route. So yeah, man, this is really bad. Hopefully, and I do hope this does happen, between now and April 9th that these countries can come together for a fair trade agreement. Now, there's a couple of points I do want to make here because it already has been confirmed by various sources that Nintendo has already shipped out a bunch of Switch 2 consoles to different manufacturers here in the United States as of January of this year, and this number is said to be in the millions. So I'm assuming, and yes, this is just an assumption, since Nintendo already announced the price of this brand new console as of $450, that they will sell off all of those products that are already here, and then for everything that's going to be newly manufactured, that price will be increased to whatever price. That's just an assumption, but that could be a scenario. Also, and this is the most important part of this whole tariff situation, if these tariffs do go into effect on April 9th, this will affect all products from these different countries that are being imported to the United States, not just Nintendo products. So people just complaining online about their video games, I mean, come on, man, it's going to affect everything. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's the United States' fault because right now, we really don't manufacture anything in the United States. Over the years, we have pushed our manufacturing sites over to different countries and regions all over the world, and not here in the United States like it used to be back in the day. So essentially, we don't really export anything, we import a ton of things, and we've become the world's consumers, which is a really bad look because we really rely on every other country for their products to be imported to our country so that we can live. I mean, it's not like it was back in the day when we had all these major car manufacturers like Dodge, Chevy, Ford, all having manufacturing companies in Detroit where they were made, but now they've been shipped out to different countries like Mexico, Canada, what have you. And that's just one example, but yes, we do need major manufacturing back in America. And that's one of the reasons why these tariffs are so bad for us right now. So like I said before, hopefully these countries can come to a fair trade agreement by April 9th, because if not, it's going to be bad all around. With that being said, guys, that's going to do it for this video. And what do you all think about this? Please let me know down in the comment section. Also, make sure to like this video, share this video, and hey, if you'd like to support this channel financially, please consider becoming a member. The cost to do so is only $1 per month. That's right, only $1 per month. That's $12 per year to become a member. Links are down in the description box below. Also, if this is your first time watching this channel or my videos, or you watch my videos every single day and you tune in faithfully and you're not already subscribed, hey, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss out on daily Nintendo news content, because here at Around the Clock, we focus on Nintendo news content around the clock. I'll catch you guys in the next video.